Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come today to do the Magical Dawn Hanna Karlzon Part 3. And we are in the midst of doing the little bird here, and we're going to do his crown today. And we're going to do it, the background of it, the material that I am hand drawing in there. And I've already kind of gone around with the pencil and kind of given it a few lines here where the material is going to be and how the fabric may fold down from the areas that it's at. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the colors and start coloring it. So it's going to be basically the pink that is down on his chest. So we'll go ahead and start with the colors that we use the pink for. I sketched it out with the Rosy Beige, and I will start coloring, of course, the outside going in lighter. We're going to go ahead and put in the darkest color being the black raspberry. And we're just going to kind of basically get a bit of form on that. Bring down a crease in the fabric here. And then we just come across and put another piece on this side. And probably a crease coming down here. And then I'm just going to lightly color it in. Putting dark shadows around the edges here, so this is where it's going to be darkest. And right now I'm just going to very lightly put that coloring in. I will darken it later. We want it kind of dark down at the bottom of the crown also. And then I should probably pick an area that will have more shadow. And go down on this side. A little bit down here. And then both sides over here. And going up. Okay, and that crease will come down. And then we'll just be filling it in with color. So what I'm going to do is get the camera down a little bit more so I can get down and do a little more detail work on here. And you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so if you'll hold on a second. Okay, so we're down here and try to keep it in focus, or where you need to see it at. So I'm going to darken these areas out and kind of bring them upward a little bit better. And since we have a kind of a fold coming down here, I think maybe there might be one up here too, so we're just going to add a little one and darken that up a little bit, and then darken this side of it. And we're just going to darken around. And lay a bunch of this very lightly down here. Kind of going with the fold of the material. And then we'll go in with the second color, but I want to get these a little more defined first. So we did have a big windstorm last night and had to get out and clean up some branches. We have, living in the Pacific Northwest, a lot of evergreen trees, pine. I wouldn't call them pine trees, we call them pine trees. They're more like hemlocks and cedars and that kind of trees, and they in windstorms they get quite tall, so if the wind gets pretty strong they can lose some branches down, so we had to go out and get some out of the road, and at least no trees came down, just the branches, which is nice. Okay, so a little darker up here. Just to let you know, I am winging this completely. I've never done this before, putting fabric in on my own, but I just thought there aren't any back pieces to this crown. Like you've got this one here, you've got this one. This one should have one in the background here, and I didn't feel like drawing the crown part in, so I thought a piece of fabric probably would be my easier bet. So that is what I'm attempting to do here. And heck, why not show you what I'm attempting? And then we just darken all these areas here. We'll bring in the other colors to go in here, the same ones as I used down below, and we may even throw some distress ink in here if I need it. I probably will, just because, like I said, I'm winging it and I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got that color in. Then we're going to bring in the clay rose and kind of go over the same areas like I did down below and just blend those in. So yeah, removing tree branches this morning, and then decided I would come in and try to tackle this. That's not too bad. I colored a little bit in the ink house, and I did the lion on the front of the book. It's the page that is actually the cover of the book, I guess you could say, because the cover of the book has got the cover. It's got a hole in it so you can see the lion head through it. That's the picture I did. I did do a video on it. It's a pretty long video. I did not realize I was coloring it for that long. And I tried to upload it, but I don't know, for some reason it wouldn't upload. So I think I'm going to kind of scratch that unless you guys want to see it. So leave a comment below. I will show you the picture. How's that? If I can get it out over here. It's going to be kind of bright, or big. So there's the hole in the cover of the book. And here is the lion. He's tiny, if you see my hand. He's only a 4-inch circle. But if you want to see a video on that, I will try to redo the video. Not redo it as in refilm it, but try to get it set up again. Right now it's kind of in limbo land. But if you'd like to see it, I will work on it some more and see if I can't get it up. Just leave a comment down below and we will see what I can do. It's done with ink tints and distress ink, some polychromos, and some Prismacolor, and a Posca pen. I know, 4-inch piece of art, and I put the whole kitchen sink in on it. But you do know I like layering my stuff. Okay, when I get up to the top, I'm just going to darken it up a bit. So I'm putting a little more pressure on the pencil. And then as I come out here, I go really light. And it's kind of looking like some folded material. If it was a skirt, I'd probably do a little better. Then we have another color to bring in. So I'm going to bring in some of the Rosy Beige. See if that can help me out a little bit. Oh, you can't see over on this side. Then we'll probably bring in some white. Someone's cooking downstairs. Sorry if you can hear that. And no, it's not the cat. It'd be nice if he learned how to cook for himself. We're going to come back with the black raspberry too and add some more definition in here. Okay. So we'll start on this side. And we'll just darken this up. And we'll probably add some black in here too, but so far this is what we're getting. Just kind of shading it there. Pretty sure we need a shadow on here somewhere. Darken these areas down here too. And then I'll have to look at this and see what else it needs. Some coloring. It's not too bad. Like I said, I'll bring in some white. So we'll add light on this side. And then we'll darken the opposite side. So I'm just going to kind of use this white as a highlight and a blender. So it'll blend in all the colors that I laid down. That's just the Prisma white. Okay. Then we'll go in and we'll put dark on this side, so this side will be lighter, and we'll put the white in over here. And a little white up here. And then we'll do the same thing, leaving this one kind of dark and this one kind of light. And we'll just blend those colors. I have to add some other color over here. Okay, and then the last one. And then just a little bit of light down here. I like using the white Prisma as a blending, burnishing tool. I like it better than the blending stick it comes with. So, for the most part, that looks pretty decent. And I am going to Move you up just a little bit here. Try. There we go. I'm going to get some Distress ink here, and we're going to lay some of that down. So it's the Distress ink in Victorian Velvet, and we're going to use the mini tool, and I'm just going to go in and add some of this down at the bottom, kind of the shadow. And we'll get into any of the other areas, like around the crown that I needed to add to. And I will bring it kind of down where the fabric folds here and blend that in. Up here, and the fabric folding in that direction. Over here, fabric folding this direction. And a little more in this whitish area that we didn't get to. There. That's a nice little something going there, huh? So we have his pink top, purple, blue, and pink bottom. So I still have to work on his little band here, his beak, and his little collar area. And I don't know if I really want to bring green into this page because I brought yellow in, and that could be my green. So I am thinking I will do this part down here in purple, and we'll do a little bit of either the pink or the purple or the blue. I don't know yet. Still haven't figured out his beak. So what I'll do is I will think about this for a second, and then I will be back to figure out what to do about his beak. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back, and decided to do this little part down here. We're going to do the top section in the purple, and then this section down here in gold, like the crown or the gold E colors I used up there. So we'll get the purple out for the down here area, and that is the black grape and the Parma Violet and the great lavender. And I've noticed that the pink up here doesn't look too pink, but I really tried to get it to match the bottom down here. And I did look at, I had mentioned about the lion, and I'm going to just go in here, dark purple, you know, like a fan here, and then we'll bring up the colors, and then the dark purple will go on the sides of each of these and come up, and then the secondary color in the third, and have it light on the top. So that's how I'm going to be approaching these. Okay. Anyway, the lion video I did somehow has got some kind of problem with it. I put it in the computer. I can play it on my computer, but I've tried about 6 times to get it to upload to YouTube, and it cannot. It stops at 41% and will not go any farther, and then starts messing with my computer. Now I record on my Apple phone. That's the same thing I'm recording on right now. And I will see if I can get this video up when I get done with this part. Okay, the secondary color here is the Parma Violet, and we're just going to bring that up and out a little further, and up here. And we're also going to put some in this little triangle here. Okay, just going to go up, not all the way to the edge. Up and in here. And that's how I'm going to do all these little, I'm going to say collar area. Because I think he's wearing a collar. And then we're going to go in with the lightest color, which is the Grape Lavender. And just bring it all the way up. Blending it into the other two colors and doing the same up across the top here. And this little guy here. If he's got a little blue that comes down, that's okay, because it's kind of going upward, and blue and purple go together well. So, needless to say, the lion video I am scrapping. I will show you guys a different page that I do in that book with the ink tints and stuff, but every time I put it in to get it to come up, it messes with the computer and I just can't get it to work. It's the first time that's ever happened. I tried to even put it back into Movie Maker and just play it back to see if I could just reload the little pieces, because I did it in, I believe, 4 different shots. And I couldn't get it to load into Movie Maker, so there's something corrupt about the file or something, so we're just going to skip it. And this one's a little tinier, so we will try to squeeze in a little of that color. So and then I spent the rest of, because it's now into the evening, started this picture in morning. I started looking at that and trying to load that file, and I couldn't get it to do anything. And then I remembered I have to do a card for my husband's office. He has his co-worker is retiring, so I had to make a retirement card. And she's a big Seahawk fan, so I did it in Seahawk colors. I'm going to have to get that done before he got home tonight, so I did that. And then I came back to do this. So I'll just do this portion down here, and then we will have another part to this video, because I still have not decided on his beak. And I will have to do that video tomorrow. I've got to get dinner started here pretty soon, so yeah, this video is taking a little longer than I thought, but of course I have all this other stuff going on too that I don't usually have going on. So we'll just get this part finished. And I have to get the gold colors out too. I don't like it when my days get this busy. It's on top of everything else you have to do. But sometimes that's just the way they go. I really don't like computer problems. I am not the techiest person in the world. I can get some stuff to work, but I like simpler things. I remember when I was little, my brain kind of works a little different than everybody else's. It doesn't really shut down too much. But I'd be bored and done with all the chores and stuff, and then I would sit down and take like clocks apart. And always have to put them in little order because I have to put a darn thing back together again. This is back when they, wind up, not electronic. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it did. It's probably why my brain doesn't slow down at night. It does the same thing. I don't get much sleep. It's one of the reasons I color, is to get my brain to concentrate on something else. Okay, we're going to get the colors out for the gold down here. We're going to start off with the browns and the oranges. I think those are going to take a lot. So we did the chocolate. I'm going to bring in some of the Tuscan Red, the yellow orange, and the Canary Yellow. So we're going to go in here first with a little of the Canary Yellow, where we want it the brightest, like we did up there. Okay, then we're going to go in with some of the yellowed orange. And put some of that down in the corner. Put a lot in here. And then down on this side. Okay, then we'll bring in the chocolate and darken this up a little bit. And we'll darken up these little corners too. And over here. We're going to bring in a little of the Tuscan Red. And the corner. Bring it up a little bit. Then we're going to bring in another of the oranges. This is the Spanish orange. And we're just kind of blur all those together. Bring it up a little. have to fix that little scribbling there. Oops. And bring some brown up in through here too. Okay. And I'll bring a little of the yellow again. Just kind of burnish it with that. And that'll be good for now. I'll play with it a little more. But I do know I have to go, so I'll probably just add a little bit more brown in here. And then the triangles, I have to decide if I want to put the little blue in there. I'm going to leave these probably with some stickles. I might just leave stickles on that one also. Now the crown top, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that, but while I have the these pencils out, I'm going to go ahead and kind of add a little bit of gold in here. So just a little bit of the Canary Yellow, and then we will go in with the brown, kind of reset that back a little bit, so we'll go across with a line there and up on the top. We'll kind of bring some of that down in the corners here. Okay, put in some of the, what color is this? The Spanish orange. And then a little bit more of the yellowed orange. And then we'll add in some of the Tuscan Red just in the corners here. And if we think it got a little too darker in here, I'm going to take my eraser and just kind of add back those little arches there like that. And then I'll add some white in there. And brighten those up a little bit. And we're going to add stickles on this part too, so it's alright. We'll add a little bit of the white for a shine up here too. So that will be what that looks like. It'll all change when we get stickles in there, so that'll look pretty. And so far, that is what we have. And then I will raise the camera so you can see what we got so far. So we've got the pink, the purples, the blue, and then of course what I tried to do pink up there, and then his crown. So in the next video, what I'll do is his beak that we haven't figured out yet. I don't know if I want to do it in the same colors or if I want to do it in black. or kind of a gold color. So I have to play around, and what I'll probably do is cut out some colored paper and see which one I like the best on there. I know it's kind of silly, but that's what I'm going to do. Try to figure it out. So when I come back, we will do the beak, and we will also do the background here and any of the stickles. So thanks guys for watching. Sorry this was kind of a shorter video. And I will see you in part 4. Have a great day guys. Bye now.